Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Holy moly. What a crazy freaking time to be an early adopter of this new asset class that is a digital asset space. Someone has the goods on Senator Elizabeth Warren. It's not a great look. Talking about collusion from a congressperson against its citizens. Apparently, they have the goods on her that she colluded with United States federal regulators to bring down a U.S. bank because this particular bank was a crypto bank and that she spearheaded Operation Choke Point. We'll get into that. John Deaton is sharing some very interesting stuff about Uphold and the amount of XRP that it holds. Is Uphold good for XRP or not? I don't know. I'm not sure. My understanding, it's a brokerage. Remember when Coinbase was like the brokerage thing and then the exchange was Coinbase Pro? Remember that? Remember those days? Now, is the rumor on the street factual that Uphold has a 2% maker and 2% taker fee? That seems pretty expensive, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Mickey B. Fresh shared this, one of the latest reports from Ubri, part of Ripple's initiative to fund universities to improve and enhance DLT. Some interesting stuff coming from that. Very, very interesting. Crypto Eddie is on X sharing a very, very interesting video from the CEO of Immersive. I'm going to share. In fact, I'll end the video with that. So apparently Immersive and BOF.XYZ are coming together to provide, that kind of end-to-end service by way of MasterCard to the digital asset space. In and out, apparently, is the word on the street. We'll get into that. Listen, the market is showing what the market does, fam. I'll go over the numbers. If you can stomach it, I'll go over them. All right, guys, listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. So let's do it. According to CoinGecko, the one and only CoinGecko, screw coin market cap. Screw coin market cap. CoinGecko says the total cryptocurrency market cap is 1.32 trillion. And that's cool, but let us not forget that that is down from over 3 trillion. There it is, from over 3 trillion. That's an all-time high at one point. We can't forget that. Bitcoin dominance is at 51.3%. Ethereum is trading at 34,000, to $608. Again, Ethereum is trading at $1,792 again. And freaking XRP is trading at 55 cents again. Don't tell me about these 7-day numbers. Cool, Bitcoin's up 15% on a 7-day. Guess who made out? Professional swing traders. Did you win? Were you able to cash your 15% profit? I wasn't. Ethereum is trading is up 9.6% on the 7-day. Look at the double figure greens on the 7-day. Shout out to the swing traders. Dogecoin up 13%, Solana up 14%, Cardano up 14%. Cool. If you're in the business of swing trading, that's great stuff. I'm happy for you, and I hope that you are winning. Look, Raul Paul is sharing something. I just want to do this briefly. Raul Paul is talking about liquidity. Told you we're not having an alt season without it. Now, Raul Paul believes that this liquidity is right around the corner. He shares in this post here, crypto liquidity. Crypto liquidity. He's got Bitcoin YOY and he's got global M2 chart. Then he says, it really loves crypto, really loves global M2. This is when Bitcoin outperforms the NDX. I don't know what the NDX is. And crypto becomes the supermassive black hole. Our weekly global liquidity index is about to break above 0. Our GMI total liquidity is above 0 and rising too, as is Fed net liquidity. So everything's coming in liquidity, but ain't here yet, is essentially what he's saying. And the sweet and gentle sound of the cowbell, as he likes to call it, can be heard in the not so far distance. And not so far distance is relative. What if that's mid-2024, late 2024? What if it's late 2024, early 2025? Are you good with that? Is life coming to an end if we got to wait another year and a couple months? I just suggest to you that that is a possibility. We're only in 2023. We're only in 2023. So 12, 18 months, 14, 20 months, 18, 24 months. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking, just to let you know. So new Ripple Impact, shout out to Mickey B. Fresh for sharing this. New Ripple Impact UBRI report, power breakthroughs and blockchain research. Some really, really good stuff here. 2023 report includes 41 PDFs, highlights a greater number of papers focused on the XRP ledger. Academic research is crucial for DLT innovation. Ripple's pledged $80 million for DLT research. This report highlights a greater number of academic papers focused on the XRP ledger, many of which have been published in leading academic journals. He highlights an additional section on taxonomy has been included to showcase the burgeoning interest in this subject as it relates to blockchain. This report aims to highlight the exceptional blockchain research from UBRI partners between 2022 and 2023. Interesting thing here, XRP NDN, November Delta, November overlay, improvising the communication efficiency of consensus validation-based blockchains with an NDN, the abstract. With growing adoption of DLT, their networks must scale while maintaining efficient communication for the underlying consensus and replication mechanism. New content distribution concepts like named data networking, NDN, named data networking, create opportunities to achieve this scalability while maintaining its efficiency. We present and evaluate XRP NDN overlay, a solution to increase communication efficiency, which to me means back and forth communication, not breaking down, staying efficient, closing ledgers. That's what it seems like to me. To increase communication efficiency for consensus validation blockchains like the XRP ledger, not just the XRP ledger, but other consensus validation blockchains as well. We send consensus messages over different communication models and show that the chosen model lowers the number of messages at node level to minimum while maintaining or improving performance by leveraging overlay advantages. Interesting concept that the UB research has come up with is something called tiramisu, which is layering consensus protocols for scalable and secure blockchains. Layering, I would imagine, would be one on top of the other, I would imagine. So there's some interesting stuff here. Mickey highlighted some other things here, but researchers have developed several multi-layered blockchain protocols that combine both permission and permissionless blockchain protocols to achieve high performance along with decentralization. So a permission and a permissionless. R3, my understanding, is permissioned, right? So whatever they're using over there is permission, and the XRP ledger, obviously permissionless. This is suggesting that they can be layered, one on top of the other. So that's really, really cool stuff. Thank you, Mickey B. Fresh, for sharing that. Here's the research paper right here. Blockchain technology research highlights from university partners. UBRI is University Blockchain Research Initiative, and Ripple was a big part of that by donating 80 million, at least 80 million. Now, this is what I really wanted to share with you guys. This person here is Marty Party, at Marty Party Music, okay? Who is Marty Party? I don't know. Host of Crypto Spaces, Crypto Alpha and Macro Analyst, okay? Question for Senator Elizabeth Warren. I keep saying Warner. Elizabeth Warren. We have evidence you coordinated with short seller Mark Coholds to spark the Silvergate signature SVB bank run because they banked crypto. Is this true? We have witness statements saying you colluded, says Senator Elizabeth Warren, with the FDIC, the United States Treasury, the United States OCC to enact Choke Point 2.0 against crypto. Is this true? This week, you used fake data to plant a Wall Street Journal story that diverted blame for Biden's Iran failures on crypto, which was redacted by the Wall Street Journal, yet you have not commented. Do you have a comment? Elizabeth Warren, we would love some answers. Seems you are compromised. I try to tell people stuff a lot of time. They just don't. We're talking about a United States senator allegedly colluding with United States regulator, the FDIC, United States regulator, the OCC, and the Department of Treasury. I say that is a United States congressperson colluding with the United States government to kill an asset class that gives you and I, the average retail investor, an opportunity. Forget the 20x and the 30x and the 40x and the 50x, but an opportunity to choose our own money, our own monetary and fiscal policy, and how we store that money. This is a United States congressperson allegedly colluding with the United States government to deny you and I access to this possibility. I'm not sure how many times I have to say that this is what's going on. This is not about a regulator trying to maintain the status of the United States capital markets. This is not that. Again, we can no longer afford to be naive. Well, what do you do about it, Siege? You got to put your money where your vote is, number one. And number two, I would imagine you got to start spreading the word. This is what's going on. We got more and more people need to become more and more aware, not less aware. Not running around with your crypto gains, heading off to some other place because you won. Update for the record, says Marty Party. The SVB signature takedown was blamed on unrealized losses, and we have factual evidence that is not true. We heard from the people from SVB, we heard from Caitlin Long and others saying that they did not have those unrealized losses due to long duration bills. Well, that created a narrative that all banks might fail. Think of the damage that has caused. This Operation Choke Point started that fear of the U.S. banking system collapse, when all along it appears it was an anti-crypto operation. Pretty scary stuff there. Pretty scary. I don't know why this talk about Uphold and I don't know. Uphold to buy XRP in open market, says Nerd Nation Unboxed, not to use customer funds for ODL. Anyway, this is from Crypto Basic Potato, cryptobasic.com. Wheezy put this out. John responded to it. I'm not sure why there's this thing about Uphold. I mean, I think it is amazing that they decided to hold their ground and continue to list XRP. And that was great for a lot of us, so that people could get their XRP through Uphold and not have to worry about other things. And I think that is great. But if this 2% maker and taker thing is true, that's not a great number. It's not a great number. So John says it bears mention that XRP makes up Uphold's largest crypto holding, amounting to $1.25 billion worth of the token and customer funds. For context, customers only hold $168 million worth of $168 million worth of Bitcoin on Uphold. That's a crazy number. Again, I was an early person on Uphold. I was pretty much on there from the beginning. I've just had my challenges. I will give Uphold this. It's been years since I've used it. It has improved significantly. I'm concerned that at 2%, I don't remember Coinbase being that expensive, but correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, because remember, there was Coinbase and then there was Coinbase Pro. Pro was the exchange. It took us forever and a day to realize that Coinbase was the quote unquote brokerage and Coinbase Pro was the exchange with the lesser fees. It took everybody a while to get it, to figure that out. So, but with that being said, I don't remember Coinbase having 5% for fees. Now, I could be wrong. I mean, 2% for fees. I could be wrong, but let me know. I think now, what is it 2 or 3% now? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what it is. But apparently it's 2% take, 2% make on Uphold. Let me know how that compares to Coinbase today, because there is no longer a Coinbase Pro. They've merged all into one. I feel like it's 3.5% on Coinbase. That's what it feels like. But let me know. Please let me know. If it's cheaper, let me know. I would have definitely appreciate it. Now we're going to hear from the CEO and co-founder of Immersive, Jerome Fari, sharing some very, very interesting stuff. This looks like this is a clip from either an interview that Crypto Eddie did or this Wave of Innovations conference. So take a listen.
I've been in payments since the 90s and in crypto payments since about 2017. And what I wanted to do with Immersive is to bring the best of Web3 and Web2 together in a way that could ultimately end up being a metaverse payments business. What we like about Web2 is we've got a global partnership with MasterCard. We're a principal member of that network. That's the highest status you can have. We're the same as the largest banks in America, Japan, the UK. We're the first company to settle with MasterCard in crypto, so the platform is crypto end-to-end. We settle directly with the network. We have the ability to sponsor other parties into the network. And this means that for partners we work with, their customers can essentially transact and spend their crypto at over 70 million places around the world. The ones you had on your podcast recently was Bank of the Future. Building a decentralized bank, essentially. And they've got one-click yield farming, deposits, and we provide the back end to enable them to issue their decentralized MasterCard, is all powered by Immersive technology. And so that's, I think, a really good case where we've got Web3 builders looking to innovate in the blockchain decentralized space, keep the values, but also provide utility to users. And it's all well and good to do stuff within blockchain, but at some point or another, you do need to interact with the real world. And we think a bridge is a more elegant way to do it, so that direct connectivity from decentralized applications to MasterCard, such as Bank of the Futures, is the way forward. Look, I think one way to look into the future is to reflect on the past. Yuval Harari is one of my favorite authors, and I love his historian view to predict the future for people and our species. It's clear to me that the future of commerce, physical commerce and digital commerce, will be in the metaverse. It's going to collide and overlap. And that's where the inspiration for the name Immersive came from. So when I look at 5-10 years ahead, I think we're going to have these metaverse commerce experiences. I think the way to get there is through Web3. I think it needs to be an open metaverse where individuals own their assets, their data, their digital identity. I think it's safe to say that the future of currency and the future of payments is going to be digital. And so we're going from the sort of analog plastic card, plastic terminal, kind of fax, phone line kind of equivalent to the app, API data. Money's going to be smart. It's going to know where it is, where it's been, where it's allowed to go. You're going to have codified compliance into these networks, and you're going to have these really beautiful and elegant user experiences. And so I think what we're going to see is this new kind of internet of value with codified compliance, with smart currency, smart payment infrastructure, better values alignment with what society wants today, less centralization, more decentralization, more control for individuals, not necessarily entities. And then we're going to have these immersive payment commerce experiences. My kids, I've got 9-year-old twins. I suspect they're going to go to virtual malls with their friends. They're going to have little avatars. They'll put headsets on them. They'll go to different concerts. They'll play some games. They'll buy some stuff in these, metaverse worlds. Will probably show up in real life, that same day at some point in the future. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the day where that happens. So yeah, that's what I think.
Be the master of your own. Be the master of your money. Yeah, I like that. Absolutely love that. Good stuff. Thank you, Crypto Eddie. Appreciate you sharing that. All right, guys, listen, this wraps up your XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you've been hanging out watching the Crypto Seeds and you've been enjoying the Hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one with 2 things and remind you guys of this. Number 1, old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And number 2, I humbly encourage you to suggest and to ponder to perhaps live permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.